And here's Hawkins, 5 of 15 from three-point range.
He was thinking about it.
Yeah, he was. He was going to launch another. Here's Langford, pulls up.
What I love about Langford's jump shot is that he has a nice release from three, but he also has that medium range game. A lot of guys can't put the ball on the floor and pull up within 15 feet. And that seems to be the shot he's most comfortable with. Bad pass.
Here comes Stoudemire for three. Oh, they needed that.
He is so quick with that release. Actually, a lot of times starts his release down on his way
in this game. Hawkins has given them valuable time while Heinrich sits with the fouls. Here's Langford again. Michael Lee from the corner. Wow!
The 1-3-1 defense is not working out. I thought a legitimate call. Lute Olson saying he was wondering why the guy standing right next to me didn't make the call. You can see it right here. There's no question it's a foul, but the referee looking right at it never blows the whistle.
So Gardner at the line, and he'll shoot. Kansas calls time. Roy Williams is going to scream at Jeff Hawkins.
Well, he is, because it gets fouls on him. He really has to be careful.
My goodness, that was from a good 23, 4 feet out. Here comes Stoudemire.
Doesn't have the numbers.
Takes it off the glass anyway.
Oh, there is Channing Frye with a push on Heinrich away from the ball. Totally meaningless.
There it is, back to Heinrich. In the corner, Miles. Just not there. Rebound in the hands of Luke Walton from Anderson.
See, that's one of the reasons that I really think that Gardner doesn't have to run that baseline, because Miles down in that corner is not going to hit that shot.
Gardner might, but misses them. Collison on the floor, taken away. Here's Anderson. Rick Anderson in double digits. He's got 10 now.
Walton really has quick hands for a guy of his size. There's a man-to-man with a trap this time by Kansas. First time they showed it today.
Walton. Dishes outside. There's Stoudemire again. No. But a nice bit of work by Anderson, and Walton will go to the free throw line. I think they might have Graves again.
And again, the fifth-year seniors understanding where they are on the floor. Vern, great passing by Anderson to Walton. They really know where they are on the floor.
His paternal grandparents moved to California from Central. My dad was born and raised.
Wow, we're getting into some deep.
Yeah, we'll do a little Yump and Yemeni here before it's over. Had 4 double-doubles in a row his first 4 games after replacing Simeon. Here's Gardner, jump, foul from behind by Miles. They are calling it close.
They really are, and Arizona is very wisely figuring out ways to 7. That game down in Birmingham where they upset #1 Kansas at that time. Paul Pierce, who was on the floor, introduced it at the championship. But you know, you got to win 6 games.
And Collison, nope, they've gone cold as well.
Really have. I think that Kansas has had a breakdown as to how they want to run against this 1-3-1 defense. They need to get Heinrich some shots, go high-low, and get Graves the ball some.
There's the defensive switch. Gardner still has it, a little weave. Stoudemire closely guarded by Heinrich. Nice drive. And 2 more.
Of course, he is left-handed, but that was a sensational drive against Collison, the bigger man. Terrific job. Portland being well represented with 4 players from these 2 teams today.
10-0 Arizona run.
Really causes problems for a guy who gets the ball down the wing. That was Heinrich.
Yes, it was, over Graves, and the ball's not good.
Fox in the game now, taking up some space. Good play.
Iguodala finds Anderson quickly for the layup.
Well, I mentioned against Arizona State, Iguodala.
With Walton, Gardner, Heinrich from the corner.
See, you can see that it plays in Arizona's hands. Good pass and a great catch.
Boy, was it ever. Collison with the answer. Here comes Arizona.
Arizona, when they put their shooters like Stoudemire down on the wing, it makes it tough for Collison to get all the way over there.
Gardner for 3.
Gardner had 8 threes, the school record last year.
Collison, nice pass.
Very good body balance by Collison that time instead of charging into Fox.
15 for Collison. We're tied at 57. What an electric atmosphere this is. Walton quiets the crowd with a 3-ball.
Now, picture here. That is not going to get it done for him.
No. Miles was 0 for 7 the other night. Boulder. Oh, my!
And Jason is smiling going back. That was some kind of move by Stoudemire. His team is playing really well. They're on a roll. Look at this reverse dribble. And Jason just throws it up in the air, and it stays there softly. Young man who is just an incredible leader for this basketball team.
3 of 8 from the free throw line.
Adams, who's been quiet today, has been sensational in some games this year. Great man-to-man now by Kansas.
Pick and roll. Lattimore is in the game. How about Stoudemire?
That was just a terrific screening. And bad game, but today watch how patient he is in regard to getting his screening and getting some breathing room. Nothing there. Back it off. Heinrich can't get around. Good job by Arizona on the screen. Stoudemire
forcing it up. Hassan Adams, number 21, out of Westchester High School in Los Angeles. Another who was recruited by Roy Williams.
They just bring him up. You asked me earlier in the game. That zone is now all inside the three-point line. So the three-point shots are available out there for Heinrich.
Rick Anderson with this one. Here's Gardner for 3. Walton, good position for the putback.
And Langford been wearing down out there, and you can see.
Meanwhile, Salim Stoudemire, Billy, has just had a brilliant game.
There he is with that patented jumper from the outside. Today he's shown us he can put it on the floor as well, but what he really does, as well as anybody in the country, he'll extend that.
Ice on his ankle and looked in great pain, and look at him today like a colt.
Boy, what a great defensive play by Heinrich. That was a clear out for Gardner. And he gets it right back.
From Stoudemire. Heinrich pulls up and can do.
I really think for Arizona, with this lead of 5 points, you got to think about being a little bit more patient. They're coming down, putting up shots quickly. This crowd, sensational, really bringing their team back.
Pick and roll with Anderson. There's the switch. Heinrich almost had the steal. Gardner, sloppy, in the corner. Stoudemire, deadly.
There's a little sloppy ball handling, and that might have worked out perfect. I would say this, however, though, Vern, if Kansas had one day to prepare for this 1-3-1 zone, they'd be attacking it a lot differently than what we saw here today. They wouldn't rely just on the...
Heinrich for 3, looks over at Roy Williams, says, what defense do you want?
Well, they want trapping defenses right here. Jason Gardner's got to realize that as soon as he gets over half court, he's going to face a double team.
Finds Walton.
Now that really helps to have a guy like Walton that can pass after catching that ball in the forward spot.
Gardner, see if they work on the clock. They do. Bring it back outside. Now there's a screen from Anderson. Gets it back. Takes the jumper. My goodness.
Big shot there.
Oh, wow.
That about ender right there.
And a rebound to complement the offensive effort. There's a screen for Gardner. The number 1 team in the country. Up by 10 on the road. Roy Williams, 195-16 as a coach at home in Allen Fieldhouse. This might be number 17.
Last year we saw the University of Maryland win the national championship with 50-year seniors. And this Arizona team showing us today with guys like Anderson and Walton as 5th-year seniors.
I think he is. Final 25 seconds. This is an Arizona team that trailed by 20, 44-24. They were down at the half, 52-39, came out of the chute in the second half, scored the first 10, and once they got up, they've never led by fewer than 5. Here's Walton, no. Miles, Wildcats go to 15-1. And Lute Olson is now 1-1 in this building. 91-74. Wildcats, number 1.